Amen. To the Old Testament today. Good to see all of you in church. The prophecy of Ezekiel, chapter 47. I want to look at verses 1 through 7. Ezekiel 47, verse 1 through 7. If you don't have a Bible, try to get next to somebody with one so that you can read right along with us. When you have it, say amen. Amen. Then he brought me back to the door of the temple, and behold, water was issuing from below the threshold of the temple toward the east, for the temple faced east. The water was flowing down from below the south end of the threshold of the temple, south of the altar. Then he brought me out by way of the north gate and led me on the outside to the outer gate that faces toward the east. And behold, the water was trickling out on the south side, going on eastward with a measuring line in his hand. The man measured 1,000 cubits, then led me through the water, and it was ankle deep. Again he measured and led me through the water, and it was knee deep. Again he measured 1,000 and led me through the water, and it was waist deep. Again he measured 1,000, and it was a river that I could not pass through, for the water had risen. It was deep enough to swim in, a river that could not be passed through. And he said to me, Son of man, have you seen this? Then he led me back to the bank of the river. As I went back, I saw on the bank of the river very many trees, one on one side and on the other. The Lord bless the reading of his word. I want to look at this vision of Ezekiel today. I want to just talk about go deeper. Amen. Go deeper. I want to ask you a question this morning. And that question is, how many could honestly raise your hand and tell me that you are exactly in the center of God's will, and that you are right where God wants you to be in your spiritual growth? The question would be, is there anyone in this room that is over their head in the things of the Lord? The reality is, the truth of the matter is, all of us have room for improvement. And that's what this message is all about. It is about us becoming more of what the Lord wants all of us to be. This story, this vision is about each of us leaving the shore of stagnant, disappointed Christianity and wading out into the waters of deep spirituality of the born-again believer. One of the things I believe that has happened to the modern church and this 21st century church is that many of us have become far too cautious when it relates to giving our all for Jesus Christ. I believe that there are many people in the church, in the local assembly, who are afraid to get in over their head. But however, I want to share and want to encourage you this morning to throw caution to the wind. And I want to wade and to challenge each and every one of us to wade out into deep waters and to release yourself to the current of God's will and God's power.